The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Here's Fields. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Second and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A check down here to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They snap it to Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Charger drive about to get going. That catch good for only a couple. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A shotgun snap, Fields. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they try the right side here. Muscles him off. He won't go down, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. Buying time to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Anthony Schwartz his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So, and Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st down, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now a handoff working right. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Winston now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. To throw, Winston. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. To throw is Winston. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Touchdown, Chargers. Hayden Hurst. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Fields on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Winston. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Fields. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Touchdown! Will Fuller! As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw, Fields.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Throwing, Winston. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Winston.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Winston's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McPherson now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now here's another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To throw is Fields.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And my goodness, another interception. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fields eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they will take a knee here. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally